welcome in to be our guest. And you know, we're all looking for ways to do things smarter and to save money. And we are thrilled to have back with us Donna Cooper, who is the CEO. So that's actually the CIC, the chick in charge, at SmartBank, which is new. And they are just doing some wonderful things, and they've got a crew that's been around for years, and you probably know a lot of them. And I think the big thing that we talked about was how much experience. And I would have to say the biggest word to me is I know who's at your bank, and trust. Trust. You have to trust your bankers.
Yes.
All right, but I want to talk about a couple of practical things.
Okay.
Some of you have money sitting in your checking account. You may still be paying for a checking account. You may have fees that you really don't need to be paying. So what are some of the things that we need to look at when we do smart banking?
Thank you, Virginia. I appreciate that. I like the play on words. But I will say up front that most of our checking account products are free. Not every bank offers a free account. You particularly have to know that as unstable or volatile as the economy has been. Banks truly are looking for ways to make money, and charging fees is one of those ways. We're very, very fortunate. Part of it, I guess, is, the fact that we're new in town, so we attract attention because people want to know about SmartBank, and is that just an internet bank? And no, it's not. It is very much a bank with Montgomery people, but we are very in tune to the needs of the community, and this is not just for Montgomery, it's at all the SmartBank locations. And our checking accounts are free. Our savings accounts are free.
Okay.
As you know, and we have different checking accounts. We have a basic checking account, and then we have interest-bearing accounts.
Great.
Which is important. Obviously, we're seeing rates on borrowing are increasing rapidly.
Yes.
But rates on deposits are increasing slowly.
True.
And that's the case at all banks. But the very fact that we do have interest-bearing accounts, I think, is a big plus. You have to really think of the importance, I think, in certain areas. We are a city with low-income citizens. We've got moderate income, and of course we have high income. But we want to make sure that we are a bank for all people.
I love that.
So that's the very reason that we offer different products. A basic checking account, perhaps for somebody who struggled with maintaining a checking account in the past. We make an assumption at our age that everybody knows about checking, and that's absolutely not true.
That's true.
I used to volunteer over at Lee High School, and that was, one of the classes that our bank taught was just basic banking, because not every child in there had parents who had a banking relationship, so they certainly didn't know anything about it. So we were able to teach them how to write a check, how to balance a checking account. Those are important things.
Well, I think our viewers, at this stage, hopefully we know most of that, but we're looking for ways to maximize what we do have. And of course, you're federally insured.
Absolutely.
Up to
So your money is safe.
So you're not going to lose your money, which is very important. But I think that it's nice to know that you need to take a look at your bank, see what your bank is doing for you and what they are charging you. And you know what, you compare and you shop, and especially in hard times.
Yes.
So, and you have people that will actually sit down with you and help you decide where the best place is. Do you want to put it in a CD? Do I want to leave it all in checking?
Exactly.
Do I want to put it somewhere where maybe at least I'm going to make a little bit of money on my money.
Right.
Because everything counts. And then I wanted to ask you before we close, you know, for one thing, we're watching the interest rates go up on borrowing money, as Donna said. If you are thinking about buying a house, could you give us 3 things that you think a buyer would need to know from a banking perspective?
Sure. First of all, most mortgage loans are government-related mortgage loans. We do have in-house loans that we do, bank loans, but we do FHA and VA
Right.
and so on. So every financial institution that offers mortgage lending will be asking for basically the same documentation. So I would tell you to get your tax returns, a personal financial statement, a pay stub for this year. You start with gathering your information that you absolutely know the financial institution will request. Having checked your credit first is very important. You know, it was hard for me to believe that people actually had mistakes on their credit report until I started seeing them. And
That's true. That's true.
You know, sometimes it's a similarity in name,
Right,
sometimes it's a similarity in a social security number, but you do need to pull your credit report, and you can do that yourself, www.annualcreditreport.com.
And it's free. And Donna, thank you so much.
You are so
Appreciate you
kind.
being with us.
I appreciate being
and
here
I'll
very
try to
much.
do smart banking. Thanks, folks, and we'll be right back.
Thank you.